I'm Santo Baines, and this is Canary, the vlog dedicated to the exquisite wines of the Canary Islands. In the last episode, I promised you a Canary and white wine that I believe can match the very best of the world. So here it is, Vidonia from Suertes del Marqués. Now, I first developed my deep affection for Canarian wines about 15 years ago, when I was holidaying with my partner, Vicky, in the enchantingly beautiful Orizaba Valley of northern Tenerife. During that holiday, we were blown away by the quality and personality of the local wines. I've spent many enjoyable years now studying the wines of all the Canary Islands, but it seems to me a happy coincidence that this wine, Vidonia, is the one that always makes me think of the special things that can be born of love and devotion. You see, the grapes that make it are from the very same valley where my passion for Canarian wines began. And every stage of the winemaking process is conducted with great care and attention. Everything is done by hand, from the raising of the grapes in the vineyard, to the harvest, to the manual sorting of the bunches when they arrive in the winery, to ensure that only the best quality fruit goes through to vinification. The wine itself is a light golden color. The nose has some pleasant lemony and appley aromas, some herbal aromas as well, which together are quite characteristic of the grape, Liston Blanco, which is today the most abundant grape variety of the Canary Islands. But what really adds delightful complexity are the yeasty notes, almost like bready notes, which are associated with something called lees aging. To explain, the fermentation yeasts that convert sugar to alcohol eventually die and settle to the bottom of the vessel, where they form a sediment layer called the lees. At this point in the winemaking process, the young wine can be separated from its lees and immediately bottled, and this will be the normal practice for light and refreshing white wines where the intention is to drink them early. But with Vidonia, once fermentation is complete, the wine is left to mature with its lees for almost a year in old oak barrels. And before bottling, the winemaker tastes the entire vintage and selects only the best barrels to make the final blend. So let's give it a try. Really bright, dry, obviously, tangy, but a really lovely balance because the mid palate then has almost a creaminess to it. And somehow, even though it's dry, it has kind of a sense of honeyed sweetness. It's packed with flavor and extremely long. And what I really like about the finish is that there's a fantastic balance between the organic yeasty notes and also a kind of inorganic salinity, which reminds me of the warm maritime climate of the Orizaba Valley. Lovely texture, lovely volume, yet somehow still bright and fresh. Quality of mouthfeel and balance have clearly been prioritized in this wine. From a professional perspective, Vidonia is tremendous and puts beyond doubt the notion that the Canary Islands can produce world-class wines. And from a personal perspective, I love it. See you next time.
I'm always in